The Mongol Empire was a strong nation, able to demolish China and a lot of Asia. The Mongol forces were powerful, but also intelligent. So I'm going to talk about them. Genghis Khan was the first man to rule the empire and a strong warrior. He was born during 1162 and named Temujin. His skill was vastly superior to others, and so he quickly rose the ranks. The leader at this time was Wang Khan. I'm sorry. Since Temujin disliked Wang Khan, he decided to have a nice cup of tea with him while stabbing him in the heart. He quickly rose to be the most powerful and renamed himself Genghis Khan, meaning universal ruler. He was a ruthless dictator, expanding his empire into many places, such as China, Georgia, Crimea, the historical Kievan Rus, Bulgaria, and the Western Zhou dynasty. He died during his campaign against Western Zhou, and his exact death cause is disputed between illness, being stabbed, or eating water. When Mongol Khan was coronated, he sent troops to his enemies to brag to them. He also fought a lot in China and conflicted with the Delhi Sultanate. He captured Tibet and Vietnam and strengthened his ties over them, but before he could do much else, he was hit by a cannonball. The last Khan I'm going to talk about is Kublai Khan. This Napoleon-sized man ruled during a Mongol civil war and extreme instability. When Kublai was enthroned, he was challenged by a man named Arik Boke, which resulted in the Mongol capital being burnt down. Eventually, the two managed to come to an agreement after much fighting, but Kublai still beheaded his associates. He was also the man to attempt invading Japan and fail. Twice. The Mongol Empire was vast and encompassed lots of our modern world, with many different ethnicities and races. The country was run as a dictatorship with one main leader. Surprisingly for an Asian country, the empire had freedom of religion, and so comprised of almost every religion you could think of. The Mongols killed more than 60 million and was considered to have the most acts of mass killing in history. Although we all really know that number one is actually Texas. We already discussed the freedom of religion, but that did cause a variety of different architectural changes. Churches, mosques, monasteries, gongs, and spaghetti churches were all built because of this policy. The Mongols also wrote down a lot of history about themselves. They also focused around portraits of horses. The Mongols took a particular interest to astronomy. They managed to create their own working calendar and observatory. They also were in the medical field, and a Mongol doctor named Hu Sui was one of the first people to recognize the importance of a healthy diet. Although, even today, some countries refuse to adopt a healthy diet. Looking at you, America. The Mongol Empire was very large and different. Yep, that's all I have to say. I am very cool. Please sub. I would enjoy that, please.